Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Los Angeles Sparks going up against the Minnesota Lynx. With Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us. Last leg of the season now, the weight of each game at an all-time high.
I mean, with the standings, so much can change in the last few games. Every team has something on the line for the playoff picture, or maybe even for the lottery.
And the intensity picks up as well. When the season finish line is in sight, all bets are off.
Now here's McBride. Shot clock at 5. Collier kicks it out to Smith. Launches it. Rebound by the Sparks. Boss with it. And Williams picks her up defensively. Pass to Boss. Court Queen buries it down low.
She will make you throw your hands up as a defender. It just frustrates you because you just don't know how to play her.
Now here's Williams. Collier outside. Reiner. Boss defending. Misses from close range.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get her off balance.
Wasted no time on that one.
Great opportunity right there. You know, she's got such great length, and she can just rise up and get incredible separation for the three ball.
Now here's Williams. Pass to McBride. Reiner fires from deep. And Nafisa Collier with the 3.
A great shooter from deep. Collier responding with her own trifecta.
And we're about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And the basket by Boss.
Assist goes to number 6.
Now Williams. Pass to Smith. Back to Williams. For 3. And Queen pulls it down.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 for 5 from the floor here early.
And this Minnesota franchise is built around their star, Nafisa Collier.
Well, you think about 2022, Collier played just 4 games. In the Lynx, they missed the playoffs. Last year, Collier took her game to another level, a first-team All-WNBA selection.
Courtney Williams for 3. That shot off the mark.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Here's Court Queen. No good that time. Minnesota trailing. Right outside. On the wing, Courtney Williams. Defended by Mrs. Incredible. And Williams gets it to go.
So much action these days out of the pick and roll. Williams is made for this type of basketball. A slick dribbling and good decision-making player.
Now here is Boss. Pass to Queen. Puts up a 3. The Sparks, no good that time either. Here's Minnesota. Now Smith. Here's Griner. Boss defending. Here's Collier. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Now Boss. Pass to Mrs. Incredible. Again, the miss by the Sparks. Now Smith. McBride. Here's Griner. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. The Sparks with the lead. Boss with it. Pass to Bell. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper.
There is no way, and I mean no way, a player like her can be left wide open like that.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
The high post shot. And it's Collier missing.
It's been a bit of a struggle for her this quarter in terms of scoring the ball.
Here's Mrs. Incredible. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Count that one. So the Lynx now. 7-point differential. Pass to McBride. Reiner. Tries it from 19. Collier gets the bucket.
Love Collier's discipline on offense. Looks for a shot she likes and dedicates to it.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible. They get it back. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Lynx.
Now, sometimes you just want to show off your range.
I mean, we already know how good her range is, so I don't know why she's firing from that deep. Took advantage of some shoddy D there. They got to at least get a finger on her.
Now here's Smith. Pass to McBride. Here's Reiner. Off target with the three. This is Incredible. She's guarded by Williams. And here's Mrs. Incredible. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. 6 on the shot clock. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
She's going to play her way right onto the bench if she continues to shoot the ball like she has this quarter.
Pass to Griner. Back to Collier. Launches a three. That's good. And so Brittany Griner gets the assist.
Just no hesitation going up with it. Collier's confidence is what allows her to drain quick shots.
Well, Brittany Griner is just the 4th player in WNBA history to have double-digit all-star selections. That's incredible.
And the other 3 players are some of the best to ever do it, including Diana Taurasi, who Griner's played a lot of games with. What an honor.
And here's Kayla McBride from the arc. It's hauled in by Court Queen. Pass to Queen. Down low. Court Queen. Count it.
Sharp pass to set up the very high percentage shot in close.
And here's Williams. Smith outside. Right outside. The three-pointer is on target.
Can score from anywhere on the court. And McBride has really taken on that alpha personality type.
Now here's Voss. Drills it from outside.
Well, it took her quite a while, but after 7 misses, she finally gets one to drop.
Williams with it. Pass to Collier. Smith up top. There's the triple. That's a no-go, and she's still looking for her first bucket after 2 shots. Now Court Queen. The second chance effort, and she takes it up and lays it in.
She is just tearing it up this quarter, and I don't think this lead is going to go anywhere while she's this hot from the field.
Now here's Griner. Looking for her first basket still in this one. And the basket by Collier.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Here's Queen. Here's Court Queen. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. To the paint. Smith. Queen covering. The three. That missed basket takes her to 4 for 8 from the floor.
Great rebound there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far. Let's see if they can change that.
Yeah, a little disparity there in the rebounding numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. We'll see if it evens out. She's been ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Here's Williams. And Bell pulls it down. Now misses incredible. Again, the miss by the Sparks. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Sparks ahead. They're up by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter 2. And now the second quarter just getting set to begin. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Sparks. Guys?
A lot of tough D by them so far. It's been a difference maker.
Nothing has gone up uncontested for the most part. And look, that's why they've had success.
Minnesota trailing. Here's Peely. The tray. Boss pulls it in.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Offensive rebound. Jackson gets the bucket.
Well, Jackson has the size and skill to do damage from all 3 levels.
Pass to James. Now Carlton. Healy with it. Reiner, 5 to shoot. And rebounded by Brink. Now here's Boss. She's guarded closely. Clarendon. Minnesota grabs the miss. Well, the Sparks have missed the last 3 playoffs. Rare to see LA struggle like this.
An original WNBA team, they missed the postseason just 4 times in their first 24 seasons. Now, this franchise has the best winning percentage in league history, so you expect they'll turn it around pretty soon. Well, when she's feeling it, McDonald can be efficient from the arc. She was dialed in this time.
Pass to Carlton. Here's Kone. Brink covering. Here's Kone. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Beyond the arc. Cans it from downtown.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Now here's Clarendon. Brink a screen. Leisha Clarendon attacking. And it's Boss missing. And here are the Lynx now. They trail by 7. Here's Peely. No good on the 3. Now the Sparks with it. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, if you let Healy operate around the hoop, she's going to make you pay.
So it's the Sparks now. Now here's Boss. From deep. It's in. That's her 3rd field goal of the game. She's 3 for 5.
There's no excuse for leaving a shooter like her open beyond the arc.
Timeout.
None.
Minnesota calls a timeout.
Yeah, I think the coach is watching a lot of shots they normally make rimming out, and it has to be frustrating. Maybe see if they could create some scoring opportunities at the free throw line.
That may be the answer for them, but, you know, ultimately, I expect them to shoot their way out of this slump.
the Sparks making a change here. Pass to Peely. Collier. Shoots from 12. Good on that jump shot.
And watch out. Once Collier finds her rhythm, she's lethal. Have to appreciate her aggressive attitude.
You know, some players struggle with the transition from college to pros, but not Napheesa Collier.
I mean, her rookie year was ridiculous. She led the league in minutes. She was an all-star as a rookie. Remember, Collier won a national championship in college, so she was used to the spotlight. She's coming to the league as an all-star level player, and we've seen her just improve.
Now here's Collier. She's got 13.
In the first, she was killing him from outside, but in the second, she just can't get it going.
Pass miss is incredible. Out of bounds, it'll be Lynx ball. Williams with it. Here's Peely.
Watch this, watch this.
Griner up top. Takes the three. That is not going to do it either. Still on the schneid at 0 for 5. Pass to Brink. Jackson. Now Boss. Tries it from 19. It's good.
She's been one of their more reliable options today, and it's her shooting that has given them this lead.
Now Peely. Williams. Pass to Griner. Napheesa Collier on the wing. Griner with the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Williams. The three. And the Lynx miss again.
Battling hard on the glass, and they hold the advantage there.
Yeah, they're fighting for every loose carom and giving it as good as they get inside.
Now here's Peely. Collier outside. Pass to Carlton. From the arc. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Let's go with a three. And it's Boss missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Here's Carlton. Griner with the screen. For three, Napheesa Collier. And the Lynx, another three.
Well, let's see. That triggers another little explosion from her after hitting 3 triples in the first quarter.
Here's Boss. 9 points in the game. Kept alive. Jackson outside. Good. And Cameron Brink getting the dime.
I like how versatile Jackson is. She can create her own shots, and she's also just as good shooting off the catch.
Here's Carlton. Pass to Williams. Griner with the ball. And here's Carlton. Fires for three. Off the mark. Her first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Here's Boss. That's all good. And that's her 5th basket of the game. She's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket for a terrific assist. You know, they've done a lot of that today.
And, you know, it's something we haven't seen much at the opposite end of the court.
And Jackson picks up the foul. That's her first foul. The Sparks making a switch here. Pass to Griner. Now Carlton. For three, Napheesa Collier. Looks good, is good. That's her 7th basket in 12 attempts.
Back-to-back three-pointers for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or you'll give up points in a hurry. They worked it in nicely right there.
The Lynx trailing. Outside Williams. Pass to Griner. Nafisa Collier on the wing. Here's McBride. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. Brink brings down the board.
Well, controlling the boards, they're +5 in that category.
Yeah, and look, rebounding, it's not a glamour stat, but you look at the scoreboard and you see the results. A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide open look.
And when you talk about winning, historically, the Lynx are up there with any team in the WNBA.
Absolutely. You look at their 4 titles, which is tied for the most in league history. Then you see they have the 3rd best winning percentage of all time. I mean, this is a franchise that consistently has been in the hunt over the years.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And now that they're rolling from out there, you've got to get it in their jersey and try to deny those looks.
Especially how well people shoot threes these days.
Pass to Queen. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's Carlton. Here's Collier. And rebounded by Brink.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
Takes the 3. A nice shot by Mrs. Incredible.
What are they thinking, leaving her with all that space out there? Don't they know that that's pretty much a layup for her?
Pass to Carlton. Collier. Misses the 3. And they can go 2 for 1.
Most importantly, play it smart.
Boss. She's guarded by Griner. Here's Boss. It's hauled in by the Lynx. Now Carlton. Collier outside. Now here's McBride. Pass to Williams. For 3. Gets it to go from downtown.
Last 5 makes, all 5 from long range.
And the defense hasn't pressed up to deny it. They're hanging back, and they're getting picked apart.
Pressure the ball, pressure something.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Sparks ahead, up 5. And we'll be back right after this.
43. You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break, and we'll see if one can pull away in the 3rd. You know, Nafisa Collier has been exceptional here, guys.
I know we've said it about 1,000,000 times already, but I'll say it again. She's had a great half, scored a lot of points.
And in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half she had. She can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Williams with it. Pass to Griner. Collier drains it from beyond the arc.
The defense really slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Bottom line is this. Those triples, they sure add up, don't they? They've got to make the adjustment.
There's a screen by Court Queen. Miss Incredible can't get it to go.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but she just didn't have it in her right there.
Outside Williams. Pass to McBride. For the lead. It's hauled in by Court Queen. The Sparks leading. To the middle. And stolen by Smith. Collier outside. Outside Williams. Misses the go-ahead basket.
And Tim, we know success isn't always linear. Just look at Alana Smith. She's a perfect example of that. It took her a few years to claim her spot in the league.
But she was a top 10 pick back in 2019. She shot under 20% as a rookie. Alana was out of the league, but she had a great 2023. The Australian finishing third in most improved player voting, and she has really got a spot in the league now. You know, there are certain players who shoot much better off a pass. Williams is one of them. Allows her to set her feet.
Here's Bell. She's got 5. Pass to Miss is Incredible. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Lisa Collier for 3. It's hauled in by the Sparks. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Court Queen. Makes that one her 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to McBride. Shoots the 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
And the ball movement by Williams. Excellent at finding her teammates in spots where they can score.
And the Sparks call time here. Well, when you talk about Courtney Williams, her versatility is what stands out the most.
Yeah, she doesn't dominate any individual statistic per se, but she does well in pretty much every category, which is what makes her such a valuable part of this team.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Miss Incredible can't get it to go. The Lynx trailing. Collier right side. Can't hit it from 12 feet. So it's the Sparks now. Here's Boss. Made that one. It's her 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Boy, not a lot of resistance inside, and they're taking advantage.
that aspect of this game, the play in the paint, has gone almost entirely their way.
Absolutely.
For three, Kayla McBride. Yes, and it's Courtney Williams with the assist that time.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now. Those defenders look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're just getting pushed around on the low block. Maybe coach has got to make a substitution or something to energize his team.
Well, they better rally soon. They've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Now here's Collier. She's got 22.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
And the basket by Boss.
And her hard work on the boards gave them another crack at the points there.
Right outside. Outside Williams. Pass to Griner. Collier. The three is up. Can't hit that one.
This has not been a quarter to remember for her.
I mean, what's going on right now? What is this? She's not making any sort of impact for them at that end of the court.
And down it goes. 2 points.
She's having one of those days where if she takes it, she makes it.
Outside Williams. Fires the three. And she's good on the 3 ball.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
So the Lynx now. It's a 3-point game. Collier outside. And the 3 off target.
She's been ice cold from three-point range since halftime, and she continues to fire away. She's got to tone it down.
They get it again. And it's Court Queen missing. And here's McBride. 12 points for her. Pass to Griner. Collier up top. For the tie. It's good from long range. And it's a tie ball game.
I mean, come on. You can't allow clean looks from deep like that. Hard to win games that way.
Yeah, most teams will take you to the deep end and drown you with triples if you let them. And that's what's going on here.
Now here's Court Queen. She's got 17.
A good look there, and she didn't waste it. Her second 3 of the game.
Now Williams. Collier outside. Another shot. Griner with the bucket, getting it done inside.
And you know, throughout her career, I don't think Griner's got the credit that she deserves for her effort. The second chance points she generates are just so huge. They show her hustle.
Court Queen. Yes, it's good. She's made 2 for everyone she's missed. That's 10 of 15 in the contest. Minnesota calls a timeout. And you look at Court Queen. What a contribution.
She has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit the damage she's doing inside.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. McBride, Queen covering. Collier inside. Reiner with the screen. And the Lynx miss again.
I wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
That's a good question. It's been their edge, no doubt. And in a close game like this, you just look for every edge you can find.
And the Lynx pushing it up now. Here's McBride. Yes, and it's Nafisa Collier with the assist that time.
I like the way she's taking advantage of what the defense is giving her, and she's been a key contributor for them this quarter.
Pass to Bell. Jackson. Court Queen, covered by Smith. Court Queen, that's good.
That's a part of Jackson's game that could take her to the next level. I think it's on the way.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Collier outside. On the mark with the 15-footer.
And she should thank the D for those 2 points. Nobody really paying much attention to her there.
The Sparks with the lead. Here's Boss. That one, good for 2.
The defense opened up pretty wide for her there, and she went right through it to the hoop.
Now here's McBride. She's got 14. Collier outside. She nails it, and we're tied up.
What an exhibition she's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
One thing about Nafisa Collier, she's great at many things. She's not a specialist. She's well-rounded.
Well, how about this? I mean, she's been top 10 in the league in scoring, rebounding, steals, blocks. I mean, that's 4 of the 5 major food groups. She gives you everything at a high level.
Now here's McBride. Pass to Carlton. And here's Smith. Collier left side. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open. But defensively, they've been unable to shut down the most important part of the court, Brian, the middle.
Yeah, and the point totals in the paint are tilted heavily against them now.
Now here's McBride. Nafisa Collier on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Boss pulls it in. So it's the Sparks now. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Court Queen. Nailed from three-point land. McBride with the ball. What a play! She screams it.
That's a timely three-pointer. You've got to keep it within reach going into the fourth. They can still come back, trust me.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Sparks ahead, leading by 4. And after a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're set to start up the action in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Here's Mrs. Incredible. Pass to Bell. Here's Mrs. Incredible. Turn around, Jay. Aguilar grabs the miss.
She hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but she has worked within the team to help them get the lead.
Collier with it from outside the yard. That one doesn't drop. Here's Bell. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Screen by McGregor. Nafisa Collier on the wing. Boss defending. Shot clock at 6. Carlton gets the bucket.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
Turner, defended by McGregor. Pass to Jackson. Over to the left wing. And Peely pulls it down.
Not a whole lot going down for her. She can't catch a break.
To the inside. McGregor. An easy 2 points on the layup.
I like how McGregor picks her spots on offense, knows when to look to score inside.
Now the Sparks with it. They lead by 1. Jackson outside. Pass to Bell. Now here's Mrs. Incredible. Covered by Collier. Turner with the bucket.
She's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake. Come on, you got to be a little bit more disciplined.
Now here's Collier.
Peely.
Back to Collier. To tie it up. Jackson pulls it in.
I don't know if she just ran out of gas or what, but she's been awful since the second half started. Got to get recharged.
Now here's Boss. And that one drops.
Such a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. That's what she brings to the table.
Pass to Carlton. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed by now here in the fourth quarter. Collier outside. That 3 off the mark.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
The bucket is good.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
Here's Williams. Man, they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Inside. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2. That one on Turner.
I really like it when Ezzy is aggressive inside, challenging the defense.
Well, one of the most improved players in the league, Ezzy McGregor.
Oh, remember, she was just 20 when she entered the WNBA. Most others are 22, 23, you even see some 24, 25-year-olds. So while she wasn't elite her first 2 years, she was the youngest player in the league. So we've seen the improvement, and now Ezzy, she's one of the best defensive players in the game. Really contributes to her team. Ezzy, versatile on the floor.
She hits both from the stripe. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone in the fourth. And here's Mrs. Incredible. Pass to Bell. To the paint. Court Queen. Up top, Mrs. Incredible. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Lynx.
I talk about hurting your team. She just can't get anything to fall out there.
Collier outside. Over Boss. Hold the shot a little left, but the bounce goes her way.
Oh my gosh, she's making it look easy right now, and I expect them to run the offense through her until the defense forces it out of her hands.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible. Here's Court Queen. Nice pass, led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
She's had such a steady hand, and I think watching this game, she's the one responsible for getting them this lead late.
Yeah, her shooting percentage is unreal right now. Just so dependable here today.
What's gotten into her today? This is getting ridiculous.
Here's Mrs. Incredible. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
With that 3, her second of the half, she's equaled her total from before the break.
Outside Williams. Pass to Collier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. This one for 3. He can't get that one.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky. With their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage is over 50% now for the game.
It's not a surprise to see them out in front with the way they've shot in this half and really the entire game. Just very efficient offense from them.
Wow, it is a huge day on the glass for a player who's, you know what, they're giving up a lot of size to bigger players out there. Very impressive.
Pass to Bell. And it's hauled in by Magligore. The Lynx trailing. Now Carlton. Collier outside. Screen by Magligore. Shot from the top of the key. They get the rebound. Williams. Over Boss. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Well, nothing was going down for her in the first half, but since the break, she has been on target.
The Sparks call timeout.
The Sparks.
Making a switch here. Boss. She's guarded by Griner. Again, the miss by the Sparks. Now here's Williams. Pass to Collier. Six to shoot. McBride. Over Boss. Hits the front of the rim and out.
They've had the edge in rebounding all night long. None bigger than right there.
And in a close game, those hustle plays can really make all the difference.
This is incredible. Offline with the 3. Here's Minnesota, trailing by 5. Pass to Smith. McBride. Here's Griner. The three-pointer, no good. Boss with it. Lets the 3 fly. They get the rebound. Court Queen, that's good.
She's really pummeled these defenders today, no matter who has been on her.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right, their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark. That shot by Collier, no good.
She needs to find other ways to contribute besides shooting. Nothing. Nada. Falling for her in this quarter.
First team foul.
Mrs. Incredible. No good on the quick three.
She's missing shot after shot after shot from three-point land. This is not a fourth quarter she's going to want to remember.
Now here's Collier. Can't connect from short range. It's Sparks leading. Here's Mrs. Incredible.
Second team foul. At the line for the away team, number 6, 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And she hits both free throws. And it's a 9-point game here. Collier. Lets it go from deep. The shot comes out.
You know, you watch her, and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Collier. Back to Williams. McBride. Boss defending. Clock at 6. Now here's McBride. She started closely.
I'll bet you haven't seen too many rebounding efforts like this.
It takes an extraordinary combination of talent and desire to put in the kind of performance she has today.
Now here's Boss. Pass to Court Queen. Here's Mrs. Incredible. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the away team, number 6, 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. I know the Sparks, the organization, and the fans are thrilled to have Cameron Brink, you know, the second overall pick in the 2024 draft.
And she's the type of player LA is going to build around. In college, a national champion as a freshman, first-team All-American as a senior. Brink is known for her defense, an incredible shot blocker, and that's the basis for the Sparks defense.
Both shots good from the stripe. And after 12 seasons with the Sparks, Nneka Ogwumike decided that 2023 would be her last with the organization.
Yeah, since going first overall in 2012, Ogwumike, an 8-time All-Star with the Sparks, winning MVP and the WNBA title in 2016. 2 Community Assist Awards. They'll miss her in Los Angeles. Nneka, a legend in LA basketball history. Nice awareness there by Mag McGore, finding her open teammate for the bucket.
So it's the Sparks taking care of business in this one. And in the end, a comfortable win in what was a pretty hostile environment.
Yeah, you know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems tonight.
And that's a wrap, everyone.